everybody, we are back working on our little cactus journal, and I don't recall where I left off, and I don't recall if I've done a few things since then, but we are here and we have our 2 signatures paper cut. Our cover is done. These will tuck in here nicely and give us room to add other stuff. We did a fabric on our spine. I say the cover's done. I still need to do some spine cover, and I believe I've got some more of this orange or melon, whatever color that is, to do our spine. At this point, I've got to decide if I want to go ahead and sew my signatures in and have the threads and then cover this, excuse me, cover the threads, or if I want my threads to show on the outside. That's always a little bit of a debate for me, so I'm still going to ponder that a little bit. But our cover, the front cover is done, and our inside is done. It's just a matter of sewing in our signatures and deciding on our outside spine. So again, papers are cut. We've done a little bit of embellishing with our little pieces that came in our kit. And I think today what I want to work on is, I have this here. It's just a little notebook that I got from the Dollar Tree or Dollar Store. It's got some orange gridded paper in it. And so I want to use this paper to accent throughout here, to add more journaling space. And by that I mean, I've done a few things. Like this is just a little notepad with the orange grid paper, but I kind of want to take it signature by signature, page by page, and see where we need to add, like not here because we've got writing space here. We got writing lines. I've added one here. And I guess while we're doing this, we can also work through and accent with our stickers. We have our little cactus stickers that we can easily just add a little accent down here. So this I'll leave blank because it's white. We could add a sticker, but I'll leave it alone for now. Lined paper. I want to put one of these here. I got to decide if I put a big one here, I'm going to take away the biggest part of this design. So we could easily cut this in half. Let's see where half is. Well, let's cut it down to 6, and then we'll cut it in half. How's that? I like picking up the little these little notepads and things like that from the dollar store. Again, because they sometimes have some cool paper in it, and you can use that cool paper throughout your journals. I mean, I could easily use it as a page, because the way this journal was, it's stapled, and so like these pages, they pop out. Easily as a full page. I mean, it's got a little holes in it, but we could washi tape that, and but we're using it for just accents right now. So I'll do 2 little pieces. That way it'll allow us a little bit more, we can see a little bit more of the cactus background. Because again, that's kind of the whole theme of our journal. Well, it's not kind of the theme, it is the theme. So we don't want to go through and cover up all the cactus, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, we can easily do it like that. And I'm just gluing these down with a little bit of glue stick. We could easily, or we could also do it like that. Do them a little crooked. Do a little sticker in between. That is an option. Yeah, let's do that. Just to give it a little bit more character. So I'm gluing off the camera, just because the way my space is. Also, a little key point to gluing things kind of crooked is you don't have to stress about if they're straight or not. That's a little tip from me to you. You know, maybe it's a common sense little tip, but that's kind of the way I look at it. If I glue them on crooked, obviously crooked, we're obviously trying to do a little lean around this, then we don't have to stress if we got them lined up or not. And I think that this little sticker that says cute as a cactus is what we're going to go with. We'll just plunk it down right there. There we go. That gives it a little bit of character. We'll leave this page white. We got some writing page. I think we're going to end up with 2 pages alike right next to each other. I'm going to trade these out just to kind of spread this out a little bit. And of course I could leave these alone, but you know, I'm trying to utilize and give as much writing space as we can. When you have bigger, you know, your pattern papers, you could easily write on this pink pattern paper, but you'd have to use a pretty good dark pen or marker. So by doing it this way, gives you just some easier writing space, I guess. We'll go ahead and do a full one on that one. Or, let's see here. We can easily, let's see if we want to maybe do, because I've got these 2 little cards that I've created. 2 little journal cards. I need something to tuck those in. So let's do that. I've got these 2 pieces here. Two little scraps, and I'll back them. Let's see here. Nose is running this morning. Maybe I'll use this piece, this color, because my card is backed in this yellow already. So, or we could do this. No, we'll do this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue this down. It's in the fold, but excuse me. Maybe I'll glue it down there. I'm just trying to decide the best way to utilize this scrap of folder so I can back these to have some little thickness to them. I'm just going to plunk it down. We'll just go with whatever it is. And I'm going to need to cut down this fold because it's going to be weak already right through there. It's kind of long. We are not at all even on this. We decided we're going to get even shell. Whew, we are way off on that. Okay, let's trim this up a little bit. Just a little bit. It's still off. We'll just try not to make it obvious. How's that? Okay. This guy might be too skinny for a pocket, but we might can do a belly band out of it. If we can trim him up a little bit. Maybe no hope for him. Let's see. Let's see if we can make some sense out of this. I don't want to cut him down that small. Oh, gotta go back. There we go. I think that got us. I think what throws me off is the pattern's not, I didn't cut the piece. This is even. With the pattern, it throws it off because the pattern paper is on there a little crooked. If that makes any sort of sense. Let's see here. Glue him on there. I cleaned out my glue. I don't know if you guys can see the tip of it, but I cleaned it out completely. So now we got a whole fresh glue coming through here. You know what was being all wonky with me the other day? It's because it needed a clean out. I mean, I need some more glue. I'm about empty, but a little clean out helped it. Okay, so we'll plan to put that in there. Now, we'll do that there. got out of glue on this glue stick. And I think I mentioned it before, but I think starting January 1st, 2024, I'm going to keep my glue sticks, my empty glue sticks. Keep count of them. Because I know I go through a lot of them. So I'm just curious as to just how many I go through. Just curious. Okay, that's going to go there. I think we're going to put one of these in here. This is just a piece of scrap paper. We're just going to round the corners. And I'll hit it with some blue edging. And we'll just tuck that in there. Just for some extra papers. I kind of like to add, you know, the coordinating scrapbook pages, just paper, in the journals that I do, mainly for two reasons. One, this could be, you know, a journaling card, journaling space. Or two, it's not backed, so it's not super heavy, so they can, excuse me, they can use it wherever they want to throughout the journal. So you got a couple options with that. I'm also going to tuck in some grid, some of the coordinating grid paper. I oftentimes make pockets in my journals, and then I got to figure out what to put in them. I'll take that down just one more titch. I like doing the simple folds like this. You know, it's just the one page, one scrapbook paper page, the 12 by 12, and I just folded it, and it creates its own pocket. I like doing that. It's an easy way to create a pocket, but again, you also have to find something to put in that pocket. I'm not going to round these in blue, just because I'm just going to give it just a little tuck in there. I'll decide what to. So how many pages, more pages do we have? We have 2, 3, 4 that we kind of need to do something on. So I'll just keep going with my orange. Just keep going with it. Make me some more of these. Let's do it this way. And you could, you know, measure all these equally so you have all your little writing spots tucked in are equal. I obviously am not. But you could. And I'm just lining them up with the top, since it's graph paper. I'm going with the lines on the graph paper. On the top. So these others, they may not be even, but we know at least one of them is. I mean, the paper will be even, but these cuts on the other pages might not line up to the lines, is what I'm trying to say. I feel I'm being very reckless this morning with my knife. I'm sure there are a few of you over there saying, calm down. Calm down with that knife. I already had conversations about my knife blade that doesn't. I tend to get these little cheap blades, and they tend to only work for so long, and they don't want to close back. The blade don't want to close back. And so 9 times out of 10, if there's a utility knife on my table, it's open. And my argument is, I feel it's safer for me to just be aware there's an open knife on my table versus trying to fight with getting the blade to go down. So, I'm the only one that uses my space. I'm the only one that is in my space. So, I am fully aware there's open blades. Open blades and open glue sticks or glue bottles. Glue bottles I try to keep closed though. Blades, not so much. Rarely do I have other adults in my living space. And even more rarely do I have kids in my living space. So I feel pretty good to know that nobody's going to come over here and cut their hand off. If there's an adult in my living space, I'm aware of it, and they are not in my art space. What you doing, monkey? After the first of the year, I'm going to get me a new corner rounder. Preferably one that keeps its little pieces to itself. Because these little guys are everywhere in my house. Like, they're in my bed. They're in when I go to step in the shower. Because they are all over my floor down here. And they hang on to my socks. And so I traipse them throughout the house. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. Oh, glue stick. Yeah, I'm okay with it. Could be worse. Okay, that's a big blob of glue. Let's find a sticker to put down here, even though how about grow with the flow? That's kind of cute. Grow with the flow. Okay. Let's flip back here and see if we are dry enough to tuck you in. I think we are. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That. Sometimes I wonder if it's overkill to do, you know, this graph paper on every page. But again, it's a journal and I want people to write in it. So I gotta give them space to write. Right. Maybe we can put a bigger. Let's see what else we got. This needs to be a little tuck spot, that's for sure. I don't know about these little cards. Let's see here. Maybe we can make a little let's see here. I think these little clippies are cute, but they're just so thick. Let's see, Shell. What are we thinking? Uh-oh. Bumping things around. See if I got any fun little paper clips. I really don't. I mean, I guess I could use those 3. Let's do this. Let's use this yellow one. I'm kind of trying to, these guys got to go in this signature. These guys can go in this signature. Let us put a little floof on this. Goodness, I'm quite discombobulated. Guess we'll use these. Just a little paper clip, and I'm doing a loop with simple fabric. Nothing too crazy. And let's do this. Tuck you here. Tuck you there. Let's add some blue to you, just so you're not like randomly out in the middle of nowhere and you have some coordination going on with this. Lean where the sunlight shines. I really don't know if I like that saying, but there we go. Isn't it funny how you get on a little bit of a randomness? Let's just get all of our goodies over here. And if we put one of these in one signature, we'll put, you've watched me before, you know that I need to like split things up, halvesies and halvesies. So should I have 2 signatures? He's a one-off weirdo. This is already in the first one, so that can go in the second one. And let's just split these. I got little flowers to deal with. Somewhere up here. Oh, there he is. Okay. I don't know where these two other ones are. They're throughout here somewhere, but these need to go in here somewhere. Anywho. Oh, you know what I could have been doing on these? I could have at least been touching them in blue. Surely I didn't do that on one of them and not the others. No. I could have been at least giving them a hit of blue to give them a little floof. Maybe we can do this. Or this. Could easily do another sticker, but let's do that. Try to center it, but no promises. Okay. Moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on. We're here. Now, we want to do a tuck spot there, or gotta decide which one we want this on. That's too busy. I think the yellow, actually. I think the yellow is what I'm looking at. Oh, I should have tapped it with blue. Let's see here. Where are we on time? Boy, time flies when you're having fun. Huh. Just get a little blue on there. It's an unseasonably warm day today. They were calling for storms and all that. It's kind of cloudy. It was raining last night into this morning. So I've gotten the doors open, so you hear my wind chimes is what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say here. Okay, let's see here. Now we're kind of working backwards. We're going to have to find something for this pocket. Find something for that little tuck. We'll plop him down here. Pop him down in the center. We'll add a simple little cactus. Or, we can do a flower on this page. Yeah, let's do flower. We gotta decide where we want him. I always tend to do things in that bottom right corner, and I don't know why. Why do we do that? Not everything has to go down there, Shell. It can go on other places of the page. Do something different for a change. Okay, so we're there. We need to figure out this guy. And I guess we can do another halvesies. Although, the way I've got my papers cut, they're too small to do halvesies, but we can do a trimmy. You like all the official names I've given these pieces of paper? We can do a trimmy. I'll thin it down a little more. Around our corners again. I knew that couldn't get it. And oh, those are big. You need to trim them down again, you think, or what? Nah, we'll go with it. It's not like we're trying to not cover up that pattern. There's nothing to see behind that, so it's okay if we have a big page. Uh-oh, we have a crinkle. We will not have crinkles in this book, please and thank you. Just another one. Today I'm going to be working on this journal. I'd like to get it finished today or tomorrow. Today's Saturday. And I'm working on December. And I'm trying so hard to get into, I'm still doing a lot of fussy cutting, but I'm trying to get to a point where I can work on my paper people. Again, I'm still fussy cutting. I've got quite a bit of parts, body parts cut. But I haven't had a moment to just sit and create with them. So hopefully I can get some of that done this weekend. Okay, I think we've got something on every page. So what I'm going to work on now is I got to find something to go in here, this little pocket, and something to go in this little tuck spot for this signature. And then we'll, quote unquote, be done with this guy. And what I'll do is I'll go through the other signature, just like I did this one, and add some of these and find a place, do this whole, just add my embellishments. So that's where we are for now. I will be back soon enough. I'm not sure what with, if it'll be more cactus working on, if it'll be December, if it'll be my paper people. Who knows? I've got a lot going on this weekend. So anyways, I will see you guys soon. Thanks for joining me. And yeah, we'll see you soon.